have a question, Dr. Hathout, specifically about family structure in Muslim Islamic family structure. Growing up, I understood that, and again, this might be a cultural thing, and I'll ask you to clarify, but men have kind of this this unwavering power when it comes to divorce, that they have this kind of end-all be-all decision-making, and they can end a marriage with a word, and the wife would be dismissed and thrown out, and in comparably in Western society, she would almost lose everything, essentially.
Yeah.
So, can you clarify what actually the Islamic position is on it, and how are we being misled in that way, if we are?
Yeah. Muslims are misled in this. On this.
Muslims are misled.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah, absolutely. Because you know that in Islam there are different schools of thoughts.
Yes.
And at least you have very popular and very deeply rooted 7 schools of thoughts. 4 on the Sunni side and 3 on the Shia side. And you'll find in any ruling, including the form of prayer, each school follows a certain pattern. However, all of them agree that if a woman in the marital contract, in the matrimonial contract, says, I will retain the right to divorce, it goes. But do we educate women about that? No, we don't, because it will be bad news. She will be equal in power.
And that's dangerous in that society.
And it has to be in the contract?
Yeah.
Or else she can't?
The contract, even if it is a verbal contract witnessed, that I accept to marry you on the condition that you will bring me a big chandelier, I have the right to divorce, I have the right to visit my parents, etc. And I have the right to be the only woman in your life. So the impression that some Muslims have that divorce is the absolute right of a man to pronounce it like he's shooting a bullet.
Right. It's very final. I find that it's
final. Yeah. I think it's ridiculous. And I admonish all Muslim women to study this before they go in.
Isn't it true, like in the Muslim community, that a man, if they were to divorce, that a man has the right to remarry, but the woman doesn't?
No, that's not true. But again, by the dictate of the Quran, saying don't prevent them from marrying. She just have to wait a period that was used to be sure that her womb is not carrying a baby from the previous husband.
So it has to be 9 months?
No, you are so cruel on women.
Tamara, you're the problem. You are the problem.
It has to be about because there are 40 days, just to be sure that signs of pregnancy did not appear or whatever. And they call it idda. That's time that you count. I hope I am not mistaken about the days, but it is a period enough to be sure that
she's not carrying.
That she's not carrying. But she has all the right, of course, to marry.